This video is brought to you by Jab.se, the lead supplier of MMA gear in Scandinavia. BetSafe.com, Europe's only online betting site for MMA.
Sébastien Martinez avec MMAnytt et StudioMMA. Je suis ici avec Cyrille Diabate qui répond MMAnytt à la UFC London. And that's about where my French ends. So, how was it?
It's not bad, better than my Swedish.
Well, probably. I hope, for my sake, I hope so. So tell us, you're at UFC London, you're facing MMAnytt. How do you feel about the match?
It's going to be a good fight, exciting fight for the fans. Two strikers that bang against each other. So what better?
Yeah, on paper this is all the makings for a stand-up war. Is that some of the game plan going in?
Like I said, it's MMA. It's not a kickboxing match, so I'll get the win whatever way. If he goes to the ground, I'll try and submit him. If it gets to a position where I think I can take him down and take advantage, I'll do that. So it's going to be two strikers, but two strikers fighting in MMA, so anything can happen.
Well, we saw it in your last fight. We saw some pretty strong ground game where you finished Chad Griggs. Have you been working a lot on that specifically?
Like I said, I've been working on MMA as a whole for a very long time. So that means doing the wrestling, doing the ground game as well, and I'm definitely getting more and more confident with my groundwork. If opportunities arise, I'll take them.
Now, your opponent, MMAnytt, he had a pretty impressive debut against Kyle Kingsbury. I was wondering if you saw that match and what you thought of it.
Yeah, he had a good. I saw that match. He had a good first UFC fight against a tough opponent. He showed what people were expecting of him. Powerful striker. So I wasn't surprised by the outcome of the fight. The matchup. The styles. We're giving Jimmy a slight advantage, and he came out the winner.
And he's an undefeated fighter, which can be both a good thing and a bad thing. How do you think that you can snap that unbeaten streak? Experience
and skill set. Definitely, those two will come into play on Saturday. I think I've got a lot more experience than Jimmy at that high level, and my skill set is more varied. So both those aspects will definitely, take part in my victory on Saturday.
Now, you spoke a bit in a press conference about the rivalry between England and France, and that you were expecting to get booed. Is that something that bothers you?
No, I think it goes with the sport. Whatever sport you're taking part in, if you go and fight or do the match or whatever it is in the hometown's turf, you're gonna get booed. So in every sport it's the same. Why should it be different with MMA?
That's a good point. It's just a shame that you can't really go a UFC match during your home turf. MMA is legal in France, we understand. Do you see any possibility of rules changing?
We're doing all our possible to educate people, and especially the government, explaining that MMA is a sport with rules, and we're not barbaric, bloodthirsty, people. We just go in there. We're competitors. We're athletes, and we want to challenge ourselves, and by the way of MMA, fighting against each other in a octagon, and making sure that we go in there well trained. There's referees and judges and everything, and medics. And so it's at a point in France where people are getting to understand that it is a real sport, and we just got to convince the people that take the decisions that we have our place in France as a professional sport. We're getting there. A year or two, I think, will be legal.
What exactly is the issue? Is it a health issue, or is it more of a moral issue where people say that it's wrong to fight?
It's a bit of both. People have definitely got a problem with striking on the ground. There is MMA pancreas rules in France. That's authorized. But when it comes to striking on the ground, you know, French government definitely has a problem with that. We've tried explaining that, you know, the strikes on the ground are not as powerful as standing up. We're trying to educate people, and, you know, hopefully we'll get there.
All right, now on this card, you're the away fighter, but there's quite a few international fighters as well. What do you think about the card as a whole?
I think it's a very good card. Very good card, very good matchups, exciting fights. I don't think we're going to see a lot of laying and praying. So that's always exciting, you know, a card with guys that are willing to stand up and bang makes a difference, you know, sometimes, most of the time. So yeah, definitely a good card for the fans.
And if we take a look at the main event where Renan Barão defends his title against Michael McDonald, who do you think wins that fight and how?
You know what, I really don't know. Both guys are, you know, world class, champion material. It's going to be fast. It's going to be technical. I'm excited to watch that fight, actually.
All right. Well, we're definitely looking forward to watching your fight as well. Cyrille Diabate takes on MMAnytt on UFC London 2013. Merci beaucoup et bonne chance.
Programmet presenteras av betsafe.com.